Commander Hill, what's the
All
situation?
right, let's see if I can get through it this time.
First off, security around here could use some work.
Clint?
Holy.
Nope. Director Fury done broke the game, bruh. I wish I was coming with good news. I really wish I was. But I'm not. So let's get into this. Marvels Avengers. I thought this was going to be the last time I actually talk about this game in a negative light. But it's not. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Marvel Avengers came out with an update. Update 2.3 that was also delayed from its original release date and pushed till the 29th of March, which is yesterday at the time that I'm filming this video. And they screwed up. Not for everybody. Mainly PS5 players, but even the people that were actually played was not impressed. They screwed up big time. But before we get into this, if this is your first time here, go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. Keep rocking with your boy. It really helps me out. It helps me continue to do these videos. And it's free, man. I mean, it don't cost you anything to hit the like button or the subscribe button. Also, after this video, if you like what I'm saying in the video, or if you disagree with some of the things I got to say, comment. Let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking at this in the wrong light, and maybe you see something that I don't. But anyway, without further ado, let's talk about it. We get the update yesterday. From Marvel Avengers 2.3, where they claimed that they had to delay it till the 29th of March because they wanted to iron it out and make sure that there were no problems. And then this happens.
Well, first off, security around here could use some work.
Clint?
Holy crap.
Director Fury?
Look at the game crash. Look. Y'all saw it live. Y'all saw it live. I ain't even get through the cutscenes. Come on, Crystal Dynamics. Come on, man. Don't be a joke. Don't be a joke. Y'all work hard on this, y'all said.
Commander Hill, what's the situation?
All right, let's see if I can get through it this
Well,
time.
first off, security around here could use some work.
Clint?
Holy.
Nope. Director Fury done broke the game, bruh. As you can see, the game don't work. They broke the game. Nick Fury is supposed to be making a return. From the people that I know that have actually got to play it, the story that stems from Nick Fury returning is not really that great. It's kind of like, it feels like a rush job. Like they just kind of threw something together to try to add some new content into the game. It's not really piquing anyone's interest at all. And this is coming off the fact that we're still waiting on a roadmap, the mirror character that was supposed to be coming, as well as She-Hulk is in the lineup to be coming not too far after said update that just happened. Game don't work, dog. As y'all saw in my video footage there, I attempted to promote Marvel Avengers like I have been doing since they kind of got back in good graces with me. I was streaming it, covering it on my channel, and kind of praising it. And then that happens. But what makes me angry more than anything is the fact that they delayed that update. And then when everybody started hitting up the Twitter to tell them that, hey, update's not working, they respond in a way that makes absolutely no sense to me. Because first off, it should have never came out in that state. With the delay and everything, should have never came out in that state. But we're continuing to investigate an issue that is causing a crash for some PS5 players. We'll provide an update on our progress by 11 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, which would be today as I'm shooting this video. or as soon as a fix is available. Okay. That's the response. We're not even going to get into the comments because they kind of tore their butts up in the comment section. You released an update on a game that's already having trouble surviving. Update comes out, breaks the game. People on PS5 can't play it. People on PC are playing it, but even they are having crashes from time to time. And your best response is a 24-hour fix. It take you 24 hours to fix this. A little bit over 24 hours, depending on where you're at. Because specific time for us, that would be 10 o'clock my time, because I'm in Central. 24 hours to fix this. Or could be longer because they say, or when a fix is available. So even if they don't fix it within the 24 hours, it could go on longer, that people that have played this game from day one and try to support this game from day one, especially people that got it on PS5, can't even play the game right now. Now, there was a guy that came up with a fix, and I'm going to pull it up here. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to pull it up. He came up with a fix for how to fix it. And the fix was to restart the reassemble campaign as soon as you start playing as Kid Kamala. Close the game from the PS5 menu like a hard stop. Then go to the Avengers initiative, and now you can play. So you're telling me I got to do a workaround in order to play this game because the update that came out broke the game. Now for me, I'm not going to go through all that. I mean, I haven't been playing the game in the last couple months anyway with all the other stuff that came out. So I can wait for the fix. This is just a reoccurring thing. Let's go back. So game came out, released, buggy. It was broken. And there was no fix. They did a, 1,000 bug fix update when the game first dropped. That was supposed to fix everything. Game ran okay for a while, and then they started releasing new updates, and as they released the new updates, new bugs arrived. But the biggest breakage of all was when the War for Wakanda came out. You released Black Panther, had a great story, started to play Avengers Initiative, and we had to deal with the whole invisible wall glitch. That went on all the way up until the Claw and the Spider-Man update came out. But even you had Spider-Man breaking the game. The Claw raid was just buggy as hell. I mean, you couldn't even really get through. And to this day, I even tried to play it a couple days ago before this update, and it's still Claw is still bugged. The game still crashes. You load into sometimes you load into the raid and enemies don't spawn. You got to do a restart the checkpoint to get those to work. You may run into other issues within the game with other things not spawning as you're playing the raid and have to restart the checkpoint. So it was buggy. It was buggy. You couldn't play it. So then they say that they made some quality of life changes and fixed some things. Then they do this update and we're back at square one again. Things are broke again. Okay, so it's become a meme with the Avengers community that every time Crystal Dynamics does an update, they break something else in the game. Now, this is the first time that the game has been virtually unplayable, to the point that you can't even get through the cutscene introducing Nick Fury back into the game without it crashing. I myself last night tried to stream it to show off the new updates to people, and the game crashed on me 5 times. I had a friend of mine who tried it after me, and he said he tried it 7 times and it's crashed same place every time. It's one of those things where I hate to say it, but Square Enix, pull the plug on this game. Square Enix pulled the plug on this game. The fact that Square Enix released Outriders, that for the most part played pretty well. It did what it was supposed to do. Strangers of Paradise is doing pretty well. All the other Square Enix releases, because they've been dropping a lot of stuff here recently, have been working pretty well. Why are we still holding on to Marvel's Avengers? I know y'all had a roadmap and a game plan in place But we already found out year one that y'all lost money on this thing, and y'all tried recuperating through skin sales and things like that. But the game's player base just continues to dwindle. Pull the plug on this game. I know there's a lot of people out there that made their channels off of this game, and there's a lot of people that defend this game because they're Avengers or comic book fans, and they want to see this game succeed. Me being one of them. But we, as a Marvel Avengers community, do not deserve this type of treatment. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that the more and more we push for this game to be successful, the more and more this game continues to let people down. And people are spending hard-earned money on this game, and nothing's coming from it that is worth anything. I mean, you look at, if we just go through, and let's just be real for a minute, if we just go through all the different things that have happened since this game has been out and all the missed opportunities of things that could have happened, it makes no sense. So, for instance, in the update, if you got it to work, one of the biggest slaps in the face is they came out and let us know that in the new villain sector, Taskmaster is still the villain you fight. Taskmaster has been a villain in a villain sector since this game dropped. There are other villains that already exist in this game. I'm not even talking about pulling from another direction and adding a new villain to the game to make it fresh. There are other villains that exist in this game that's been created that could have been put into place of where Taskmaster sits, but yet they chose to use reused assets. They chose to use reused assets and reuse Taskmaster, but in the future imperfect section of the war table, and he get a recolor where it kind of looks like he's grungy and everything now. But the stage itself is Maestro stage, just with Taskmaster at the end with no dialogue that ties Taskmaster to being in the future in the first place. Why? Y'all went through all the trouble of creating Wakanda, and the only time people play Wakanda is to play the raid. Like, nobody really messes with Wakanda except for with the raid. And then the people that have not played the Wakanda story, they'll go and play the story. But once you finish the story and you're not trying to play the raid, nobody visits Wakanda. You could have took the opportunity to create a villain sector in Wakanda involving Crossbones. Crossbones was in the story mode of War for Wakanda, but then you haven't seen Crossbones anymore since. That's a villain that was created for this game that could have been used as a villain sector. And we're not even going to talk about the biggest elephant in the room. When you play the story mode, the original campaign for this game, your main boss fight is MODOK. MODOK ain't been in the game since the campaign. Like, if you ask me, MODOK should have been the first raid. Before we ever got a Claw raid from War for Wakanda, the first raid should have been a MODOK raid. I mean, give us a raid where we get to fight MODOK again. Why go through all the trouble of creating MODOK and building us up to look at him as the main villain for this game? I mean, heck, we're fighting all his enemies most of the time in the game, all the aim bots and everything. But yet, MODOK is virtually unseen unless you continue to play the campaign over and over again. It's time to pull the plug. Now, I understand that they say versus what they had when the game released versus now, they're down to a skeleton crew, so to speak. But if that is the case, y'all down to a skeleton crew, pull the plug. Pull the plug. Count your losses, Square Enix. Count your losses. You got plenty of games that's on the horizon that will make up for the money that you lost on this game. Now, I don't know how much pull Marvel has on their side of things, that the reason why Square Enix keeps running this game. But if it was me, pull the plug. It's over with. There is nothing that they can virtually do with this game that's going to bring people back and play it. You can release She-Hulk. You can release Jane. Jane is the talk that's getting released too. And I'm pretty sure that goes in with the Thor movie, Love and Thunder. Jane is coming to the game as a copy and paste character. She-Hulk is coming. Far as we know, without official roadmap, just from what we've heard on Twitter from Miller, that they plan on wrapping this thing up with the Kree invasion, with Captain Marvel being the head of that DLC. And in my opinion, we don't even need to see it. Like, y'all basically are just trying to check things off a list at this point, and it's like the passion for the game is gone. Y'all just doing it because the game exists. Pull the plug. Just pull the plug, man. I don't think anybody's going to be angry if y'all decide to say, you know what, we appreciate everybody that supported this game and try to keep it moving, but we will be closing down the servers as of blah, 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 whenever y'all decide to make that decision. But continue to take people's money and keep putting them through this when you know your heart is not into it. It's a disrespect to the gaming community. It's a disrespect to the integrity of Crystal Dynamics as a company. It's a disrespect to Square Enix as a company. And it's a disrespect to Marvel fans. Like, just pull the plug, man. I don't think nobody's gonna miss it if it's gone. But that's my 2 cents. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all think otherwise. But hey, I feel how I feel. As a person that tried to support this game for as long as I have, this is how I feel. If you disagree, like I said, hit the comment section down below. Let me know why you feel like the game should keep going. Or if you agree with me, just hit me up. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you made it to this point, man, go ahead and subscribe, man. I do this stuff as much as I can, only when it deems possible. But I also do stream Tuesday through Saturday, and we just have a ball. I stream different things. I did Elden Ring, Ghostwire, Strangers of Paradise, other games like that. But yeah, come rock it with your boy. Come help support the channel, man. It means a lot to me. And I appreciate every single one of you that have already hit that subscribe button and keeps the ball rolling for me. But on that note, keep it cool. I'm out.